like to share a technique for making napkin rings. Over here I have one I've just finished, and that's for my seafood sort of table decor. Here I have a Christmas napkin ring that I made many years ago, just using wool around a cardboard tubing. I did use a shell, but that was about 30 years ago. That's how old the shell is, and I don't take shells from the beach anymore. This one here is when I did this Christmas for my Christmas table, and it's just flowers that I took off the YouTube, and also the backing. I've used the really stretchy silver rope that you use for wrapping gifts. So these are some simple little ideas that I like to make table decor fair with. It's fun. In order to make the napkin rings, some of the tools that you'll need, or pieces that you'll need, would be maybe a harsh or a hard cardboard ring. Here's one from a paper towel holder, and this one you could cut in 4, so you could make 4 napkin rings out of that one. Quite often I'll also use just regular hard rings. And even when I'm doing ornaments, I'll quite often cover these as little hangers for the top of the ornament. And this is one I used on the fish one, covering it with some cording. Now, to start with, to make the napkin cover for your ring, cut a piece of cording which is going to be long enough to encircle the entire ring. Then what you do is divide it in half, making a loop. Now that loop, put it through the inside of the ring, holding it with your finger. Take the other 2 pieces up from underneath and just bring it up in through the loop. Then what you do is just pull it nice and tight. Pull it tight, and that's your first loop. Then what you do is keep it straight by putting your finger on the front and then bringing the 2 end pieces through the loop, holding it tightly, and then bring it back in through the loop again. That's your second one. And pull tightly. Pull nice and tight. I usually, with this type of cording, will pull both separately. It makes it tighter. And then push the 2 together so you'll get a nice coverage. So now all you have to do is do that all the way around the napkin ring, pushing them together so that you've got no spaces in between. Again, hold with your finger and use, this time, take all 3 fingers, put it around, and then use your baby finger to push it through the loop, through the ring. And then make sure that they're nice and straight so that they're not twisted, and then back in through the loop. Again, pull nice and tight. And that's your next one. Always pulling as tight as you can. Pulling again, one by one. Okay, we'll do it one more time. So holding your napkin, use the 3 fingers. Go through the loop, hold them like so. Use the baby finger to push the 2 cords under the ring, and then bring it up over, and then bring it through the loop. Again, pulling it tight, and there you go. That's all there is to it. And then pull the cords nice and tight on both ends. Now, if you notice, what you've done is you've got a nice ring on the inside where it's nice and flat so that it's not twisted. So always make sure that they're not twisted as you go. Now, when you're once you've done that, and you've got it all the way around, what you do to finish it off is take one cord in underneath and one cord, leave it on top, pull it up, and then just tie a knot. And therefore, what will happen is your cording will be all done. Straighten it up a bit and tie it, and you've got a napkin ring. And as you can see on this one, that's what I did, is I went all the way around. Then I tied it from underneath. Then I just put 2 little bubbles on the bottom.